Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to blustery, howling, haunting Hudson, Wisconsin for a Halloween edition of Raider Boys Soccer. Today we bring you the section final against the Wausau West Warriors. Winner take all, heading to the state tournament semifinal game on Friday. Chuck Bublitz bringing you the game with Brian Mose and Adam Tilson. Brian Mose, are you excited?
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. So excited to cover the sectional final here today. A group of hardworking teams, and Hudson has had a home field advantage all the way through. It's been great watching them here through this postseason, and I'm looking forward to see what they can do here in this final stage before state.
The Raiders are running out, giving their final high fives, low fives, if you will, not to be confused with lo-fi hip-hop to study to. And we are ready to roll here. The officials are in the spirit. We've got orange and black uniforms from the officials, Dean Gumps, Timothy Stillwell, and Trevin Pop. They got the memo. It's Halloween. Spooktober will go out with a bang here today as the Raiders start with the ball going left to right into the wind. There's a rather strong wind coming from the south. The Raiders are heading into it. See if that plays a factor here in the first half. Normal starting lineup for Hudson: Berger, Busicki, O'Kelly, and Benoit in the back. In the midfield, the Ross brothers, Harry and Sam, along with Darren Chuckle up top. Here on the ball, Paul Phillipson, Joey Grickus, and Trevor Nava-Barber. Good start for the Raiders early as Phillipson was able to get in behind and play a cross that was comfortably covered by the goalkeeper for the Warriors, number 31, Luke Vandenberg. Everyone's getting in on the action early. Biederman even gets a touch here. What's your vibe today?
Well, both teams look very excited. They look jittery to get into action here with a quick first minute commencing. Hudson doing what they usually do, getting on the ball first, making a scoring chance possible early. We'll see if that continues throughout the first half.
O'Kelly on the ball, driving it over the top, running towards Nava-Barber. Coming over to cover is Luca Tonelli, number 12, central defender for the Warriors. Wausau got here defeating Baraboo on Thursday. Hudson got here defeating New Richmond also on Thursday night. And so we'll see here who gets to keep playing. Looking again to play it down the right. Joey Grickus had some space. Stepping over, winning the ball, playing it out was Tim Deloy. A lot of juniors and seniors, Wausau exclusively, not a sophomore on the roster. Hudson starting a freshman. Mm-hmm. So a little bit of difference in experience there, but it certainly has not harmed the Raiders, right? You know, the talent that the young players are bringing to the team has certainly been a benefit to the way the Raiders have played this year. Here's Grickus, one of their experienced players, one of their leaders. Senior Harry Ross now dropping back as Paul Phillipson settles nicely, looking to take a shot early, blocked, comes to Darren Chuckle, looking to split the defense. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication there, and here come the Warriors on the attack. Ethan Kadenish, to Nicholas Ross. And now looking into the center. We got Tygo Kelly playing in the middle of the defense early, which they did last Thursday, on Thursday as well. As
that could have been a really good chance there.
Gael Medino had wandered into an offsides position.
Well, it's good to see from Wausau West after Hudson kind of pushed them into their own half for the early part of the match here. They get some passes together. They potentially string that last one if it wasn't an offsides, but this might be tougher competition than the Raiders have seen for most of the season.
You would expect it to be that with the right to go to state on the line. You'd think this is going to be, it's only going to get tougher here. Yeah. And this is a game. The dignitaries are out. We got Channel 13 from Eau Claire here filming it on the sidelines. We've got the full complement of Raider coaches. Solom, of course, always supported, emotionally and logistically by Coach Flanagan. But in addition, Coach Garrett's down there, and as was the case Thursday, Medina pressuring O'Kelly. It bounced off of Medina as Tig had tried to clear it out and runs out for a Hudson goal kick. as I was saying, even the legendary Scott Ellingson making an appearance here on the sideline. If nothing else, the Raiders are fully supported by the coaching staff. If coaching genius were all it took, the Raiders would be state champions every year. Flicked on there by Trevor, finds Joey.
Oh.
For some odd reason, the horn just blew.
Yeah,
and
keep going.
the clock has stopped. So see if we can get that figured out as Luke Vandenberg has the ball.
Don't get me wrong, it is a great occasion when Grickus touches the ball, but
Right?
I don't know if it warranted a horn.
Oh, I love that from Sam, using his physicality. Looking to play it over to Trevor Navelbarber, takes a deflection. Good job defensively, and then they're going to call a foul on Sam by Dean Gumps. See if maybe we can get a confirmation on the time. Coach Solom out on the field even. Dean Gumps in the middle of the field there, center referee, having a conversation with Sam Ross. Mr. Gumps does lots of officiating, so we're very familiar with him. He's very familiar with Hudson. And we've now had the first foul, so.
And Sam got himself into some trouble with physical play on Thursday. Hopefully that doesn't carry over, as at some points he looked frustrated from the contact that he was receiving.
Yep, up over the top and easily picked up there by Biederman and played out to Cody Benoit. Looking to chuckle. Stepping up defensively is Tonelli. Excuse me, that is Tonelli. And then Coach Solo imploring his team to get wider. Lake Busicki now wide, looking to play it centrally.
Oh, nice.
The run of Sam Rosso. Get it, Sam. Then looking for Navelbarber. They got, when it kind of ran behind Sam, Trevor stopped his run, and that moment of hesitation allowed the Wausau defense to recover. But a bright start here for Hudson, I would say.
Yeah, they've been able to.
Sam goes down. And it will be a free kick for the Raiders just outside the corner of the box. Great early chance, as you were saying.
I was just going to say, they've done a great job here of setting up their offense from the back in the midfield up towards the forwards. None of the chances have really been fruitful early on, but that's to be expected when you're just trying to get into the game here. But some good starting play here from the Hudson Raiders.
Some good start. Okay, here we go. Two right footers over. They can bend it in towards the goal. Tygo Kelly runs over it. Sam plays it near post, looking for Chuckle. Through the fingers of the goalkeeper. Still out, still bouncing around. Harry looked like he was on the ball. Dropping it back to Berger, taking a shot, deflected again. Still not completely out. Lake Busicki just tries to play it in, and that falls to Joey Grickus in the box untouched. Oh, and he puts it wide. An
Everybody got a chance.
Absolutely fabulous opportunity. I think I almost had a shot on goal there. Fortunate for the Warriors as Vandenberg had the ball right in his chest and it just fell down to the feet of one of the Hudson players. I believe it was Harry Ross who had a shot at that initially. And then Joey just, that goal was, I think, it's almost like he had too much time.
Yeah, and Edwin almost got involved with defensive back scoring there.
Right? Sam looking to play it through for Trevor, like the thought, but the, maybe again, like to see Trevor, loves to make that run outside. Like to see him maybe try and sneak inside there. Flicked on by Harry Ross. One by Asa Bettino. And now out somewhat wide, but again, playing very narrow are the Warriors as well. They're not taking advantage of the full width of this field. And that's, I feel like when you've got the dark football lines, and there's the run. Oh, just ran away from Trevor, but good run, good look from Paul. Nutbegs the defender, who then uses his body well to clear it out. And now trying to play out of the back are the Warriors. They do find Gail Medina.
Oh, nice
Guile,
work here from Medina.
Yeah, really good dribbling. And he's got some time and he's got some space as he attacks, continuing towards the box, stepping up and winning it is Berger, and then clearing it out is Edwin Berger again. Joey Grickus looking for the flick on. If I'm Paul, if I'm Trevor, you got to work hard to get in behind him there. Oh, that little flick on takes a deflection. Falls to 21, Nicholas Roush, who then was looking to play through, I believe it was Medina, and you could hear him, at least from up here in the press box, saying, my bad, as he just went a little long on that pass. But that was a dangerous moment for the Raiders and a great chance for the Warriors.
Yeah, this is really good for Wausau West. Road team, lower seed than this undefeated Hudson squad, trying to make an impact here early on. A good couple of offensive possessions for the Warriors, and that one was probably their best one.
Absolutely. Collision there, last touch by Sam Ross. Throw in for the Warriors.
Oh, Oh, nice little flick forward. It doesn't reach anybody on the Warriors, but nice idea. Oh, good play there from, is that Harry Ross who
Yep,
took
Harry's
that on?
on it. Now Paul, just ran away from Paul. Good job stepping up there by number 4, Captain Tim Deloy. Good experience play there. You can see that's what he brings. So Wausau got here. They had a rather a bye initially. Medina unable to keep it in. They defeated then Marshfield, the number 4 seed, 2-0. They then defeated Baraboo by a score of 2-1 to get here. Hudson, as we all know, of course, defeated Onalaska 4-1, and then New Richmond 1-0. Although it shows 2-0 on the WIAA side. I didn't miss a second goal, right?
No, I'm
Foul called on Darren Chuckle. Right, there was just one goal, just Lake scored, right?
It was one.
It's listed as a 2-0 scoreline. Or no, 1-0, sorry. That was 2-0 over Onalaska, excuse me, and then 1-0. I was misreading it, yeah.
That's right.
And then, right, they did have a correct 1-0 over New Richmond.
Alaska won their match.
They won theirs
That's right.
4-1,
That's
correct,
right.
yeah. That's I was just misreading it. It's cool, I went to college. So, free kick here, towards the top of the box.
Oh,
Looking for the head of Medina, who was unmarked. Looks like early on he's going to be a focal point of their attack.
yeah,
Hudson's
Medina
gonna
has
wanna-
a great touch on the ball, too. He's been able to give himself some space, give himself some lanes to run through.
Busicki looking for Trevor Nava-Barber. Getting in there, Sam
Come
Ross
on.
aggressively to get the first touch. And then as it comes towards Vandenberg, Sam pressuring. But Vandenberg was out to catch it. That was Coach Solom praising Lake Busicki for that long ball. And if I'm Wausau, I'm concerned because really they were kind of set up to win that ball, and just Sam wanted it more. He came in hard and just took the ball away. Trying to find Paul Phillipson was Lake Busicki, unable to do so. Tig steps up, was looking for Sam Ross. It's deflected to Harry Ross, who then plays the feet of Lake Busicki, or excuse me, gosh, Joey Grickus.
Yeah. And one thing that maybe Hudson has noted after facing off against Taylor Pinks on Thursday, they want to chase after those rebound opportunities. There was a ball loose earlier on that created the multiple touches that Hudson had in the box, so look for them to maybe crash the net.
So we'll see here. Stepping up is Darren Chuckle to win the ball. Nice job there, kind of as a holding midfield. Picks his head up, points to Nava-Barber. Oh, and just Vandenberg just hit it off his shins.
It was in the box, right?
It was easier to just pick it up there, in my opinion, but Vandenberg kind of came out and maybe was unsure of where it was going to bounce. But, okay, I think we've now, if I'm Hudson, we've clearly demonstrated you're putting as many balls into and towards Vandenberg as you can.
Yes.
And you're crashing hard. Just channel your inner Lake Busicki and go get a goal.
Well, it ended up helping put one past Pinks, that one being the only goal of the match, ended up early on from Busicki. Hudson will be looking for that again, hopefully with a couple of deflections early on.
Yep. So now we got to see. Looks like we did have a couple substitutions. 18 came in for sure, and then see if we can determine who the other one was. 14 was in. Okay. So we'll have to double check and just see. They for sure 18 entered into the game, and 8. Checking into the game at the last stoppage for the Warriors, number 8, Luis Cortez, and number 18, Cole Engebretson. So Engebretson and Cortez entering the game, and here comes an opportunity now. Giveaway under pressure from Harry Ross, stepping over as Medina, taking on Ross, past Ross, onto Tygo
man.
Kelly, into the box, slotting it through, into the middle of the box, across, open, diving, shot, wide, corner kick. Last gasp effort by Cody Benoit there to deflect that shot. An absolutely fabulous opportunity for the Warriors.
Now, obviously, we're at a different angle, but it felt like they took a little too long there to get a shot off on a couple times as Hudson was able to slide in and make a Benoit on that last one, a fantastic sliding tackle there to save.
Some really desperate last gasp defending. Here comes the first corner kick of the match. Falls to Medina. He's looking to cut.
Good
He can't
work.
get past 3 people. Nava-Barber just clears it up and out.
Come on, Paul.
Paul Phillipson pressuring.
Yes.
Paul working hard. Oh, tries to cut it back. Just hold that ball there. Really good job by Tonelli to withstand the initial challenge from Phillipson and then win the ball back. Played off by Luca, or excuse me, not Tonelli there. That was Kadnish. Corner kick throw in for the Warriors. So after some initial good possession and work by the Raiders, Wausau has settled in here and looked dangerous the last few minutes. Good call, Coach Solom on the sideline and letting the officials know that the ball's out of bounds. A true humanitarian and selfless contributor to the game. Paul Phillipson just looking up over the top, trying to find Nava Barber.
Center of the ball there.
Harry finds Sam. Sam cuts it back past one. Second defender. Sam stays on the ball, looks for the feet of Paul Phillipson, and it just, that first touch just a little bit too far ahead of him, and it skips off his foot and into the hands of Vandenberg. So we're in the 14th minute of the Section 1 final between the Wausau Warriors and the Hudson Raiders. 0-0 game so far. Both teams have had opportunities. Both teams have maybe required a little bit of luck. Oh, look at Sam just coast past multiple players, looking for Grickus, finding Phillipson, settling, shooting, catching is Vandenberg. Another good chance from the Raiders coming from that right side of their attack.
Neither team has been shy on trying to put goals on the board here earlier on. Both teams have come out aggressive.
Oh, good job by Tig there finding the feet of Harry Ross, but recovered quickly by Cortez for the Warriors.
Oh, good tackle.
Great tackle, poked it away. Cortez does go down, but Harry got the ball. Now Darren Chuckle turning around, looking, spraying it wide. Get their Lake, work hard Lake, get their Lake. Oh, good try. I think that just comes back a little bit of Lake needing to recognize where Harry was going to need to play the ball and kind of dropping wider and back a little bit to him, but we'll figure that out. Not sure that's a legal throw either, the way he spun it like that. Those don't get called usually.
We had a few of those on Thursday, too.
That was something else, yeah. The sort of half behind the head look. So again, the spinner cleared out by Chuckle. Sam Ross just gets trampled there by Rosh.
Having to try and use his hands there to even stay up.
Looked like a zombie crawling along there trying to eat some brains, right?
Yeah. Tig's got plenty of boot on him. We'll see how far he can send it down.
Yeah, the wind when I was on the field earlier was really strong, and if you look at, and the flag was just taunt, and if you get a chance to get a look at it and the shot here, it's not that anymore.
No.
So the wind has calmed down at least a little bit, and it hasn't seemed, I don't know, to me anyways, too much like it's affected the Raiders' ability to play long balls.
Yeah, especially early on in the match, the wind was blustering a little bit more. I can't think of the word, but it was definitely more of a factor earlier on and before the match.
Oh, a little back heel flick by Medina. Love that. Busicki working in. Oh, this has been a fun matchup between those two.
Great battle.
Yeah, some speed, quickness, creativity for Medina, and then the physicality of Lake Busicki. Fun matchup. Oh, good job by Darren stepping in there. Just putting it up over the top. It's not going to stay in. Throw in for the Warriors. Just past a quarter of an hour, and it's been a really enjoyable start to this match. Both teams playing with intensity, both teams playing with some talent, and it makes it fun to be here.
Still in the air.
Yep. Here we go, Blue, says Coach Solon.
Oh, nice job there from Sam Ross.
He just recognized that he was gonna have a chance to go get it, and steps, turns past one, accelerates. Is he going to get there? Oh, really, really good tackle, but it falls to Harry. And what a first-time pass from Harry Ross to Trevor Nava-Barber. Nava-Barber's going to get there, looking to cut it back onto his right foot, looking Joey Grickus. To Joey Grickus. Go for the Raiders. Joey. Go for the Raiders. 17th minute of play. Grickus from Nava-Barber, and the Raiders take the lead. Goal for the Raiders. Scored in the 17th minute of play by number 8, Joey Grickus. Assisting on the play, Trevor Nava-Barber. Grickus from Nava-Barber. Hudson 1, Wausau 0. So, 17th minute of play. Number 8 scores, number 15 assists, although I will contend that Sam Ross working hard to win that ball in the middle of the park, forcing the defense to collapse, and then Harry's quick recognition, first-time ball to Trevor, that Ross combination made that goal happen. All the kudos for a fabulous pinpoint cross from Nava-Barber and a great finish from Grickus, but that's just demonstrates that it takes really a team effort to produce.
Yeah, a fantastic goal. Way to set it up there in the middle of the field. And one thing that I can comment on is the energy that brought Joey Grickus. Grickus was was very hyped up after scoring that one. That could maybe rub off on the team, hopefully for Hudson's case, as they put one up on Wausau, and we're not even through the first 20.
Yep. So, now, of course, goals are going to happen.
Yes.
So how do you respond, both on the part of Hudson, and can you maintain that and increase your advantage. And on the part of Wausau, what do you need to do to get that back?
Well, if Wausau can hold on to possession here, I know they just gave it up as I said that, but if they can continue to apply pressure, the most dangerous minutes in soccer are the ones right after a goal is scored.
Yeah, those first 5 are tough. I think Medina was in an offsides position there. Referee raises his flag. Center referee's just going to let it play out. I like that. So I don't know if you could see, but it's really good officiating there. The assistant referee raised his flag to let the center ref know. Dean looked over, saw it, put his whistle to his mouth, but then realized it was to Hudson's advantage to keep playing, and he allowed that to go, and he just waved it off. So that's section final level officiating.
Yeah,
right
I was just
there.
going to say those are crucial for playoff matches to keep the flow of the game moving and everything between two great squads.
Yep. Got a good and socially distanced student section here today supporting the Raiders. We've got a good crowd.
Yeah.
Wausau turned out well. We're masking, we're distancing, we're supporting. It's section finals, pandemic style.
Trying to see if we can find any costumes in the stands.
I mean, I did wear my lederhosen.
Yeah, that's true. We've got a costume up in the booth.
Right? And like I said, kudos to the officials. They're in the spirit. We've got our orange and black on. Paul Phillipson's got an opportunity here.
Great defensive
Or
work
not. Tim Deloy just stepped up and did his job. Oh, look at Medina. You can just see the experience there, the junior over the freshman, and the size just physically. It's more than Harry could handle there. This is going to be a tricky ball. Nava Barber pressuring. Well done there. Comfortably won, not to be confused with, of course, Comfortably Numb, the great Pink Floyd song.
Nice one.
Oh, great step up. I've really been impressed also by Luca Tonelli. He's been
That's a good one, yeah.
He's been really great in the center of defense for the Warriors.
Let that one go.
Phillipson letting it go. Sam, a little frustrated. He was making a run into the corner, calling for it. Up line, but Paul instead let it run out. Aaron Sparling checking into the game. Checking into the game for the Raiders. Number 6, Aaron Sparling. So Busicki's gonna take it. He's got the ability to throw long. Looking for Grickus. Grickus flicks it on somewhat centrally. Ends up at Sam Ross's feet. Sam realizes he's got some time, looking to go far post, kind of switch fields over there for Nava Barber. The ball ends up kind of just running straight instead of bending in towards Nava Barber's run. Heading out then and into a goal kick situation for the Warriors. We even got some fence fans there behind the Warrior bench, the Warrior goal. So this is the place to be in Hudson.
Yeah, middle of the day, Saturday.
Oh, you could even hear some cheering from the fence fans as the goalie went to take his goal kick. Oh, look at Tygo Kelly on the sort of half volley there, just driving it straight to Nava Barber. What a heck of a pass. Sparling now on the ball. And now it's heading back towards the Wausau goal after a Wausau header, and we'll see what Tonelli's made of there. A little back heel looking to get it off of Harry Ross, that was. So good pressure there, good high pressure from the Raiders. Wins a deep throw-in Warrior territory, and this is time for the Tig special.
Yes. Tig is always great at getting deep throw-ins here. This could set up another fantastic offensive chance for the Raiders.
Great fan support there if we can hear him from the... Flicked on by Joey. Deflected. Tygo Kelly working hard to get there. Darren Chuckle's on the ball. Chuckle turns past one. Chuckle cuts it past the second. Chuckle slots it through. Takes a deflection right there to Vandenberg, who's off his line. He picks it up.
Great work there from Chuckle. It didn't materialize to a goal, but the ability to keep the ball pushing forward and threaten the box there.
Yep. Looking for a little 1-2. Sam Ross somehow in the middle of 3 Warriors comes up with the ball. Tig's looking for Joey. An errant pass that finds its way eventually to Harry Ross, competing hard against Asa Bettino, the 14 for Wausau. Bettino comes out on top, plays it back, and then there's an opportunity to high pressure there. Joey recognized, and I think the rest of the team was not with him, which is a key to high pressure. You really, as a group, need to be able to recognize those moments and sort of organically and together. Oh, look at the cheeky little move from Aaron Sparling, little outside of the foot pass, looking for Nava Barber. Unable to find him. Number 19, Tinjum.
That's going to be a sub, too.
Wins it, and then clears it out off of Trevor. So, yeah, that's going to give an opportunity here for a substitute. Number 6 entering the game, Nicholas Ross coming back in. Entering the game for the Warriors, number 6, Nicholas Ross.
Wind is picked back up, too.
Yep. 23rd minute of play here. 1-0 lead for Hudson off of a Joey Grickus header goal assisted by Trevor Nava-Barber in the 17th minute of play. And here comes an opportunity for Paul Phillipson. He's turning on the Jets, looking to get in on the end line. Takes a little bit of a deflection, it looks like, from a Wausau player. I did not see that correctly. It's going to be a goal kick. Really nice job defensively from Tingham, who has now switched over to this side after the last substitution.
Oh, Supreme Davis checking in. The best Davis. Or he's about to, rather.
Yep, so Josh Davis is coming in. It is known that he in his entire gene pool is the best soccer player. That's a you know. Oh, I love the fans and the fence. Love the fence fans getting into it. Knocked down and just a pass right to Paul Phillipson. Looks to play it up, or excuse me, right to Sam Ross, who I think was looking for Grickus. But again, you got to recognize there just those times where when the defense is sagging back and you've just got the feet of it. Look at Edwin Berger, the magician with the ball at his feet. Paul Phillipson cut past one. Paul Phillipson. Phillipson almost passed two of them.
Fantastic idea, though.
Yeah, really good stuff. He almost looked like Edwin Berger there, the way he was dribbling.
Well, and Edwin making another big play there in the playoffs here. That senior defenseman experience has turned out great.
Right? I mean, you know, Edwin doesn't score quite like Lake does, but who does, honestly?
He churns them like, I don't know what those called, but you know what I would say, like an ice cream machine at the state fair? You know, like the hand. What are those called?
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
You have no idea what I'm talking about?
I do not what you were talking
I must be thinking of something
Davis
different
into the game. Checking into the game for the Raiders, number 13, Josh Davis. So Davis in, Phillipson out. Good round of applause from the Raider fans there. Wausau on the ball, cutting it back centrally, and now still looking to work up that right-hand side. A lot of bodies there. Wonder if they could have switched it. And now here comes Darren Chuckle fighting off the physical challenge, and he's got Sam Ross going up.
Come on.
Goes up over the top. Vandenberg's going to be close, but can Vandenberg hold on to it? He can there. Looks like a little bump on the part of number 4 is Tim Deloy, but I think we're all okay. Like the look there, like the run, like the pass, or like the thought. You know, it floated a little bit maybe further than Darren would have wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
And now again, Josh Davis fighting in there. Kadanish, excuse me, comes away with it. Nothing says soccer in Wisconsin than wearing a beanie on the soccer field. And looks like, you know, also really want to give props to the Hudson coaching staff for figuring out how to get their team to be wearing the same uniforms, which was, of course, an issue and led to a yellow card early in the game on Thursday. Josh Davis competing there with Tingham, dropped back and threw really nicely down there by the Warriors. Able to kind of ease that pressure. Recovering was Davis. And now they're going to be able to get it over to Kadanish. And then looking to play it up to their forward line. That's been the struggle right now for the Warriors, is they just really haven't been able to get it to their forwards. They've worked it fairly well through the midfield. They've been able to link some passes together. But now these moments there, love the step over Medina and the give back. That's really good stuff. Just on cue. A mighty step coming from the back of the Raiders defenders, excuse me. Getting up. That was just cleared out. It finds Berger,
nice.
and then out to Basicki, and here comes an opportunity with some time and space. We've got Sam Ross actually playing up top right now. Nava-Barber settles it. It's going to fall to Harry. Just running away from the goal a little bit, though. Under pressure is Harry Ross. Over to clear it out is Kadanish, and that will be a throw-in for the Raiders. Tygo Kelly time. Stop. Tag time. So it's actually not going to be tag time. Psych. They've got Tig staying back. Aaron Sparling finds Josh Davis, flicks it on.
Oh, come on.
Heading towards Joey Grickus, the goal scorer. Falls to Sam. Sam takes a shot. Weakly deflects out, falls to Sparling. Sparling hits it with some bend, with some intent. Just can't shape that into the goal. I love that from Aaron Sparling.
Yes. Wonderful chance there. Sparling's had a great touch on it. It just trailed wide of that far post he was aiming for.
Yeah, I mean, but you could see he struck that with the inside of his boot. He was looking to kind of get some bend and shape, but I think if he kind of has to, technique-wise, kind of pick his foot up a little bit more, strike the ball a little bit more on the side than straight through it, but love what he's doing there. Ooh, ran off Darren Chuckle's head, but it does fall to Tygo Kelly, who then clears it up, and it's going to fall on the chest of Joey Grickus. Just misjudged where it was coming to Joey for a second, so it ran away, and now here come the Warriors. But really, kudos to the Raiders. These front four there are making it really difficult for Wausau to play out. Some miscommunication there, Aaron and Edwin. Number 6, Nicholas Ross there doing good work, making both of them work all by himself. Sparling looking to get up the line. Ross wins that. Fantastic job, and then wins a free kick for his team. That's really great work from the junior. As the sun starts to come out here.
So a chance now for Wausau West that hasn't had a lot of touches here in this last bit of the match.
Yep.
Got a chance at a free kick at about 47 yards out, 46.
Yep, so they're putting 6 players up there on the 18. Hudson holding a high line, giving Biederman some room to work behind him. They're driving it low. Sam Ross wins it then, and then just clears it out. Wondering if Joey or... Joey. Looking to get past that defender, unable to do so, and here come the Warriors again. Medina with a little rollback and then turns into a turn. She's got Tingham. Now Joey defending, looking to play a little 1-2, and they're going to call a foul on Joey Grickus with his elbow in the back of Medina. I think that's a good call. And here comes another free kick opportunity for the Warriors. Nicholas Ross standing over it, taking it quickly. Better ball there, bent in, running away. They just didn't have the runners. It's almost like Ross got ahead of his own team there.
Yeah, it was a really quick take on the free kick. I don't know if everybody on the field was ready there.
Right, it's one thing to catch your opponent off guard,
catch yourself.
But you can't catch yourself off guard. Congratulations, you played yourself. And we've got number 5 checking into the game. That's Amani Knutson. Into the game for the Warriors, number 5, Amani Knutson. Off the goal kick. Back to Biederman. Alertly off his line to pick that up.
Decisive playmaking.
Right, decisive play. Ooh, and then a little bit of Shankopotamus there on the punt. And is this an opportunity for the Warriors? Playing it into the middle, clearing it out, running through Aaron Sparling was the Wausau West player, but no foul called. Corner kick opportunity here for the Warriors. Their second one.
Wausau really needs that final pass to connect if they want to score here. They've got a chance now, though, on the near side.
31st minute of play. Into the mix, out by Berger, off of the feet, off of Nava Barber. His first touch ran a little bit further away from him, I think, than he intended, and then just better safe than sorry. He clears it out. Throw in again here in the Hudson defensive half for Wausau. What can they make out of it? Biederman off his line, over, lets it not run out, picks it up. Falling to Josh Davis, won by Rosh. Stepping up is Busecki, and he's got Sam Ross in the corner. Plays it to his feet instead. Sam was maybe looking like the way he was making his run, like he wanted it to be into that space. Good job defensively by Tingham. What a fun matchup that was. And then cleared it up. Dropping it off for Kadenish was number 8, Cortez. And now out wide to 6, Ross. Ross back to Kadenish. Splits the defense, stepping up really nicely there. Berger was right there to deflect that. But kept in. String of possession here for the Warriors. Rosh. Too easy, says Coach Solom. And now this is just kind of back and forth across neutral like that's probably okay. And then give the ball away. So Paul Phillipson getting ready to check back in, as well as we'll have to see here for the Warriors who that is. So substitutions on both sides. All right. It's number 11. Checking into the game for the Raiders. Number 2, Paul Phillipson. And into the game for the Warriors, number 11, David Deloy. Ooh, this is dangerous. Here come the Warriors. Cutting it back was Rosh. Allowing some time for the Raiders to recover here. But they've got it on the flank, looking for the cross.
Good chance.
Unable to put it into the mix, though, but not a great giveaway there. But again, we've 33rd minute of play. Hudson's leading 1-0. They've been playing into a fairly strong wind, and still have been able to, I think, control the game in ways that they like to. Although, again, here I would say that the last 5 minutes or so, Wausau has been a little bit the better team. And just as I say that, here comes pressure from Grickus.
Oh, whoa,
Just
yeah.
runs him over. Grickus has his arms up. You ran him over, Joey. He slowed down. You ran him over.
Yeah.
Took a little bit of an awkward bounce there right in front of Knutson. Skips off his foot. It's going to be a throw. And look at that by Schonberger over there. Great work on the bench, getting the ball in for the throw-in. Chuckle kind of has his arms up with looking at Harry Ross, was, I think, wanting him to come back. Now looking to split the defense.
Oh.
The pass makes it through, but I think they also let it through. Biederman quickly grabs it and quickly distributes it out to Aaron Sparling, who's under pressure, looking up for Grickus. Sneaks past, but then Joey is able to get a touch. Oh, really good work there by number 12, Tonelli. He had 2 Hudson players on him looking to dispossess him, and he was able to maintain possession. Joey then cuts it back, poked away, runs through it, and it falls right to Sam Ross. Joey was running in, and Sam put it just a little bit too far out ahead of him. Alertly off his line was Vandenberg to snuff out the threat. Dropping back was Davis to deflect that, but here comes an opportunity now.
Really unlucky touch there.
Good work. Yeah, a little bit left it behind him, and that allowed Darren Chuckle to recover, poke it to Tygo Kelly. But Wausau winning some of these 50-50 balls here right now. Now Sam Ross looking to swing it over to Paul Phillipson. Phillipson pressuring number 19, Tinjum, I believe that is. No, excuse me, that's number 18, Engebretson. Engebretson keeps it in bounds, and then quickly there to win it is Sparling, looking for Paul Phillipson. Like to see Paul checking back there when he recognizes that Aaron's going to win it and give Aaron an opportunity or an option. And here come the Warriors now. Knutson centrally, and then a good overlapping run from Tinjum. Wins himself a little bit of time and space to get on the ball. Number 11, Deloy here. Tygo Kelly defending. Dropping it back to Raj. Looking to split it through. Unable to do so. Falls to Josh Davis. Steps it back to Harry Ross. Drops it to Berger. Berger looking up over the top. And I'm genuinely surprised. That wind is right in their face, and it really has not affected their ability to go up over the top.
Yeah, they've been able to push balls forward, and hasn't really affected trajectory too much. You might see it fall a little bit dead early a couple times, but they've struck it hard enough.
Right, absolutely. So we've got Trevor Napa-Barbers coming back in, and then see if we can see here who came in on the far side for the Warriors. Can't tell as of yet, but thanks, guys. They're switching over so I can get a look at this.
I think that's number 2.
I believe it's number 2, Carson Kleiber. Does look about right?
Turn on. Yep.
Checking into the game for the Raiders, number 15, Trevor Nava-Barber. Into the game for the Warriors, number 2, Carson Kleiber. And instantly, Kleiber's into the match, stepping into that space, over to Knutson. Knutson dropping it back centrally for Rosh. Rosh looking to split the defense. Biederman called for it, but Aaron was already on the ball. And now Paul Phillipson, a little 1-2 touch. Busicki clears it up, looking for Sam. Offside flag is up. The official's is going to blow that because Hudson's on the ball. Sam checked. I agree that it looked like he was in an offside position when the ball was played, and then came back. Free kick, Warriors. So we've got less than 10 minutes left. They've got the wind at their back. They can probably put a long ball into the box and into the mix and make it dangerous. Let's see if the Warriors can find a way to pressure Lucas Biederman.
Plenty of air under it.
Yep, chipped up, flicked backwards by Darren Chuckle. Woo! You saw Biederman step up and then freeze for a moment, had to take a step back. That could have been dicey, but Biederman made it look easy. We got one fan right in front of us cheering on the Warriors by name, each and every one of them. Just the kind of support you need when you're playing a section final to go to state on the road in the home stadium of your opponent. Josh Davis with a little knock there. Again, a free kick for the Warriors. Trailing 1-0 after a Joey Grickus goal in the 17th minute of play.
We'll see if they play it closer to the net here, as they're about 10 yards ahead of their last free kick.
Again, just kind of chipping it up and over, finding the head of one of their players. Oh!
That was really dangerous. Man, it was left
Everybody
unmarked
froze.
there behind.
A fabulous, solid gold opportunity for the Warriors. And it runs wide. I don't think anyone was going to rack. That was in the back of the net.
Nope.
Okay. Jack Ecke into the game for the Warriors. Just confirm, I believe that's number 16 that entered. We can see that. Checking into the game at the last stoppage for the Warriors. Number 16, Jack Ecke. Nava Barber settles the ball. You know, one of the things that I've been impressed with Wausau is their central defenders. You can see all their defenders, not just their central defenders. You know, Trevor settles, and then when he gets that second touch, the defender just waits and then steps in and wins the ball away. And that's I think that one-on-one defending piece has been impressive here from Wausau.
Yeah, and that's one thing that Wausau has done really well.
Paul looking with a little back heel flick. Speaking.
But after they gave up that early goal, they've done a really good job of shoring
great
up
find
that
from
pressure.
Chuckle. Get it through. Oh, the run was there. Such a nice job positionally from Tonelli, and then also the skill to get his foot on there, settle it, and win it out.
Another great defensive play from the Warriors.
Yep.
That's a really tough play to make at that central defensive position, but Tonelli got a foot in front of it and centered it well.
Do you think Coach Solom parked his car outside the Wausau bus when they arrived and said, "Warriors, come out and play"? On Halloween, to be somewhat appropriate.
Maybe. He also could be that white car that's off in the distance that we can see over there.
Yeah, that car's been sitting there for a while, just like hanging out. I guess it's just like a yard car.
If Halloween movies have taught me anything, it's not good to park by yourself.
Yeah.
Just in that kind of
In the
precarious
forest.
area. Yeah.
Again, another long free kick opportunity here for the Warriors. With the wind at their back, that's a real advantage. And the last
that's
time they
plenty of
had one,
carry.
I'll be honest with you, it should have been a goal. Oh, Harry Ross
wow.
wins the ball and then gets
You can't lean your shoulder
clobbered,
into it, yeah.
right?
I know the whole point was to turn away, but
Tig quickly looking for Trevor Navabarber, finds Trevor, flicks it past the defender, but again, just that physical play. Just such a nice job from Tingham. Looks like he's kind of switching maybe to play off wherever Trevor's at. And just truly has done a great job.
yeah, Tingham has plenty of size on Trevor Nava-Barber and a few other big defensemen for this Wausau West Warriors squad has done them well. Come on, Paul.
Oh, Paul looking to just go up over the top first time, straight off the chest of one of the Warriors players. And now we've got a substitution for both teams again. We've got Grickus checking back into the game, and is that maybe 13, I believe, Drew Marquardt?
Think so.
Into the game for the Raiders. Number 8, Joey Grickus. Checking into the game for the Warriors. Number 13, Drew Marquardt. So lots of substitutions going on here today. Busicki looking for the head of Grickus. Finds the feet of Phillipson. Drops it back to Sam. Sam turns away from pressure. Finds Darren Chuckle. Settles it nicely with some pressure coming from his left. Back to Sam. Sam under good defensive shape there from Wausau stepping up. And then Tig switches it over. Oh, what a great job from Trevor dropping it off to Harry. And now here's Paul with 1-2 on him. Looking for the run of Sam. Good speed. Oh, sorry, that was
whoa.
Harry rather. Excuse me. Tim Deloy. Well, let's be honest. Harry jumped underneath him there.
No, yeah, I just
But good job on both players. You just
Yeah.
kind of keeping it calm, keeping it cool. They handled that like you handle everything, Brian Mose. Calm, cool, collected.
very, very nice. Thank you. But Harry did take a bit of a hit there when falling to the ground after he went under.
Yep. Okay, and here you call the pressure call. You hear everyone saying go, go, go. That's the sign for the Raiders. Get up, pressure, mark up, try and keep them pinned in there here on the throw in. Again, let's mark up, let's find bodies, and let's try and keep them down in there and win the ball back and maybe score on transition. Chuckle puts it up. Joey looking. Light pressure. a little bit of a shank, and again, if we've got numbers up and bodies up, we can be there to win that ball back and take advantage. It falls to Tig. Joey with a nice first touch, and then a nice second touch, getting grabbed, but that's really good work. Sam looking to cut back past Thrash. Oh, what a heck of a slide tackle from Lake Busicki. Good physical challenge. Now the game's getting going. Hudson sensing that they have an opportunity here with the ball. Oh, what a great turn. Paul crossing.
Hit it.
Sneaking. Oh, my goodness gracious. Somebody get there. And now here comes an opportunity for the Warriors. One off of the foot of Aaron Sparling. Looking for number 11, Deloy. 2 Hudson defenders back. Tygo Kelly. Finding Edwin Berger. Berger with a big ball, looking for, looks like it's going to fall to Harry Ross. Takes a touch, looking for Paul Phillipson. Paul's not, tripped up, tangled up. Down goes Deloy. Free kick. Classy stuff by Deloy. Holds his head. I don't know what other people are upset about. Deloy was there, and Paul kicked the back of his ankles.
Paul might want the foul there, but it's good that he checked on Deloy and made
Coach
sure that
Solon
he was all
saying
right.
that Paul had the angle, so I think he was saying that the player basically ran through Paul's feet.
I can see that, but I don't know.
I tell you,
tough.
it sure looked from up here like Deloy was in a position and Paul kind of came through his ankles. As it is, I've been impressed. That's twice now Deloy's just had some physical, some knocks with other players. Nothing inappropriate, nothing foul or nothing real nasty, but he's shown a lot of class in the way that he's dealt with it. Bienerman just inviting.
Wow.
Apparently wanted to say hi to Deloy. He's like, I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Why don't you come on over and say hi? So he
Kinda
just
just
chills
stood
out,
over the
right? There's
ball
no
there.
rush. Let's just wait for our friends, say hi. Okay, bounces over, finds Grickus off. You looking for the flick. Oh, what a nice little job slipping it through by Tonelli. And that's going to restart a Warrior attack that fizzles as the pass is kicked out. Looking, I think, for Jack Ecke there, but unable to find him.
We'll see how much either team has a chance there with about 15 seconds left. As Hudson looking to maybe set something
10,
up.
9, 8,
Paul being played
7,
way
6,
high.
5, 4,
That's Grickus now.
3,
Grickus get a shot off.
2, 1,
Yeah, it's way too wide.
0. So that's the end of the first half. It's been fun. It's been enjoyable. It's been everything you would expect from a section final.
Yeah, these two squads have played a great first half of the match here. Excited to see what they can do for the second.
Yep, after 45 minutes, it's a 1-0 Hudson lead. We'll see everyone in the second half. And welcome back for the second half of the boys' sectional final game between the Hudson Raiders and the Wausau Warriors. It was an exciting first half. Hudson took the lead in the 17th minute off a Joey Grickus goal, expertly set up by Trevor Navabarber. Wausau certainly had their chances. One header that went wide, one scramble in the box with multiple opportunities. Unable to capitalize, though, were the Warriors. And so as we stand, 45 minutes away, Hudson leads 1-0. Brian Mose, what do you expect from the second half?
Well, I think we should expect some more equally played soccer here. Both teams matched up well against one another. And after Wausau West let in that goal early in the first half, they've done well in pressuring the Hudson Raiders, and Hudson has given it to them right back. So I would expect to see some more great soccer here for this sectional final.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it. Pretty clean game so far, as opposed to last Thursday for Hudson. I think at this point in time in the New Richmond game, there had been 47 yellow cards issued.
Yeah, I think they stopped issuing them because they went out of style on Thursday.
Right.
Jeez.
I think he actually broke his card. I think it disintegrated in his hand after the final one. So Wausau starting with the ball here early, with some good possession, moving it around. An errant pass. One.
Oh, come on, Trevor.
Played back to
I don't think he'll get
Tygo
there.
Kelly.
but-
Trevor Barber chasing it down. He does not have the speed to get past Tingham. I'll be honest with you, the speed and physicality of the Wausau backline has impressed me.
Yeah, they've done a really good job of not only physically matching up with Hudson, but one of Hudson's hallmark traits on their forwards is their speed, their ability to get to balls and make runs. But Wausau's matched them up pretty well. Oh, nice job there from Busecki.
Yep, stepping in and winning it was Lake. Back to Deloy, and Deloy's just going to let it run out for another goal kick. Joey Grickus pressuring there late. Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, in the end, what happened, the goal was that Sam Ross attacked the defense on the dribble, but then it came from good passing. After when the ball was poked away from Sam, Harry was right there in a good support position, which that offensive support then turned into a good defensive position. He played a quick first-time ball through to Trevor, and then Trevor was able to quickly cross it in, and because they did it, pulled Wausau out of the shape that they wanted to be in with their passing and movement, that's what led to the goal. And there's just been a lot of some of this kicking it up over the top, which at times can be a good decision. But if you're just kicking it every time, and Wausau's figured that out, they're sitting deeper, and it's not been effective.
Yep.
And so I'd like to see if I'm Coach Solom, I'd like to see my team possess the ball a little bit better, take advantage of the fact that Wausau's dropping, and take advantage of that space. Sam turning here, looking to play it then in behind. Again, you can see Deloy is 5 yards past the rest of the defense, anticipating that long ball. Play it to feet, pull them up and out of that shape, and then take advantage of the space created behind. Took a little awkward bounce, looked like that was a handball. And
yeah, if Wausau West is going to make an adjustment like that, which is a rightful adjustment to make, Hudson needs to make adjustments right back. And if they want to get another goal here and maybe extend their lead, even if 2-0 is a dangerous lead, they'll have to work as a team like that first goal was so beautifully.
Yeah. So that I would certainly say that's what I'm looking for from the Raiders in the second half. And if I'm Wausau, I mean, at this point in time, Joey, settle, shoot. I think that just ran on him a little bit.
He's putting the burners on. He's getting there. It's just going to be too late.
Like to see maybe Trevor come over there and be marking up on number 12, Tonelli, and kind of force him to make a little bit of a longer pass. A little bit more desire there. Oh,
nice job there.
Kind of ball was given away to Cody Benoit, and now Tiger's going to just kick it in again there. You've got Wausau sitting back. Wausau's waiting. Wausau's ready for it. Trevor, though, with the pressure, flicking it up backwards, and they need to go get the ball there. Do the Warriors, or good Lord, do the Raiders. Happens every time we play the Warriors of any kind, Rice Lake or otherwise. There we go, Tig. Let's possess the ball a little bit. This is better. Paul making a little central run. You could see Paul was kind of checking into that space, and I think Darren intended to play it into Paul as he checked in there, which is great, and then just the execution.
Oh, nice.
Good turn.
Wonderful.
And that's where the physicality maybe comes back to haunt him a little bit. Good ball there from
Come on, Joey.
Trevor. Joey Grickis cutting it back, putting it
Yes!
on frame.
Yes!
It's a goal.
Joey Grickis!
Oh, and it's a brace for Joey Grickis. No.
Oh, come on.
Paul was offsides. They're saying Paul was offsides. Oh, no.
No.
The referee was right there. Paul did a little dummy run. Joey just drilled it into the far post. That'll come back, though. Joey's confident. He's feeling it. That will come back. The Hudson coaches are maintaining that he wasn't in the play, but I think Paul ran right over the ball, and so I think to argue that he affected the play with his offside position by distracting the goalkeeper is correct. So some frustration on the Hudson bench, relief for Wausau, but that is a clear sign of intent from Joey Grickis that he is on song today. He is on form.
Oh, come on,
he
Joey.
is ready, and he is looking to score.
Oh, that was such a beautiful
Ball fell
goal,
to him
too.
again. Yep.
Man.
It was a heck of a hit.
Man.
A heck of a kid. He cut it back. But again, that's winning it, and then that's playing to feet, and with their movement and with their passing, picking apart Wausau. They're capable of doing it. I'd like to see them make an effort to do more of it. Busecki looking far post. One initially. Settled by Harry, falling to Trevor.
Nice positioning there.
Heck of a hit again there. Trevor striking it well. So this bodes well for the Raiders because they have at times shown the ability to be really clinical finishers, and at times not. And so to see Trevor hitting the ball cleanly, to see Joey, having that goal called back, but that was a heck of a hit. He cut it back to his right foot and then just drove it, bent it into that far post into the side netting. I mean, those are good signs if you're Coach Solom.
Also looking to answer, though.
Yep.
Stringing some passes together.
And as of right now, they're only trailing by a goal, so all they need is one moment, one shining moment. And so that's the space there. Lake's in trouble. Paul and Joey need to recognize that and check into a place where Lake can get him the ball. And I think that's a key that I'd like to see them figure out a little bit more here in the next 40 minutes or so. Throw in for the Warriors. So it's been an exciting start to the second half.
Yeah, Hudson has came out of the gate strong here. Wausau West looking to answer here. They're doing it more meticulously, I guess, in a sense of pace-wise. But Hudson has been stringing some passes together, and like you said, and you emphasized coming out of the break here, playing it to feet, and it's done well for Hudson.
Right. And I mean, I think we can also just feel fortunate that it's been such an exciting game. It's just fun to be here. Oh, Trevor Nava-Barber gets in behind as the ball's played over the top. It's off the chest of number 12, Luca Tonelli, and picked up
Really good look.
by Vandenberg. Again, this has just been exciting as heck. I mean, we've seen a couple games this year that have been just flatter than the bill on Kyle Flanagan's ball cap. But this one's got it all. Mm-hmm. And now you can just see there's Hudson's on the prowl.
Yeah, they're seething
right?
for
The
a second
full moon
goal.
is out. The werewolf's claws are showing.
Oh, it's
Sam
free.
Ross
Come on.
to Harry Ross. Trevor Nava-Barber. It takes a deflection. Oh, goalie's out. Darren shoots, chips, flicked by the number 19, Tingham, out for a corner kick. Hudson looks hungry.
They are playing through. They played through some chaos right there. I mean, I know Darren didn't have it centered, but man, if he could have got that ball in a better position right away, that maybe could have been a long goal.
Well, I mean, he certainly put it on frame, and, and he had the right idea. Chuckle now dropping back. Looks like there's going to be a substitution coming on here for Wausau in a moment. Sam playing it up, looking for Busicki, finding Busicki, just overran it rather. Falls to Berger. He hits it. Can't get it through the crowd.
Hit that, Harry.
And then Harry Ross. Requiring a fabulous one-hand save from Vandenberg.
Man.
Come on, Raiders. Let's go. Get a goal. These are the times you have to take advantage. Mm-hmm. Wausau is under siege. I just feel like Wausau is Vienna and the Raiders are the Ottoman army. They're just under siege. Finds Busicki again, off his foot, right into Vandenberg.
Good
Darren Chuckle was waiting. Again, good sportsmanship. Yep. I think truly one of the things that you love to see with sport in general is just hard, fair competition. And I just love the way both flick it. Paul was – just start that run a little bit earlier, Paul. Like to see the way both of these teams have approached the match. They're competing hard, but they go in, they compete hard, they compete fair, and they respect each other. And that's been fun to see. Hudson's winning everything right now. Substitution. See if Wausau can make some changes in the momentum of the match by personnel changes. So that I believe is number 7. Is that Kenan Herr? Checking into the game for Wausau, number 7, Kenan Herr. So Herr looking to turn, able to turn. Kadenish. And here comes an opportunity, well worked out there, and now slotting it through, looking for her, who just came on. Darren Chuckles there, pokes it out, throwing though deep in the Raider defensive third for the Warriors. Kadenish on the ball. No, excuse me, they're saying that did go off of, they're saying that okay, we're having a conversation here. The assistant referee is saying it did go off of her. Again, great officiating work here, communicating well. They are they're in championship form, are the officials today. Nice little touch, well worked. And then just look at all the space that Wausau has in the middle of the field. Goodness gracious. But then Sam wins it, looking for Joey. Trevor overran it. Took such a high bounce. I don't think I would have expected it to bounce up that much. But again, aggressive are the Raiders. Cody miscommunicating there with Trevor. Trevor was looking, playing to his feet. Cody thought he was going to make a run into the space on the side there. But now get up there. Go win the ball. Come on. Looking to chip it up over Harry Ross. Unable to keep it in, though, is number 19, Curtis Tingham. Throw-in for the Raiders. Benoit Joey Grickus coming over, turning
nice.
the first defender, looking on Tinjum, just bowls into him, and I think that's a good call. Grickus went to ground, but it was 100% contact. Tinjum didn't get the ball. He slammed into his hips, stuck his leg out, and this is a dangerous opportunity for Hudson. Tygo Kelly over, Sam Ross over. It's time for a moment of magic.
Solom trying to conduct his crew. Oh, nice.
Oh, so well worked. So well worked from Sam and Tig, and then Sam just couldn't get it on frame. I'll be honest with you, Vandenberg didn't look like he knew what was going on. I don't think he gets there. I think Sam just passes that into the net.
Yeah, I was going to say,
if it's on frame.
When it was right in front of his foot, right before he struck it, I thought it was going to be a goal.
Yeah, I think he got a little. I think he might have looked up and realized, gone from initially, looked of the way physically that he was going to strike it, that he was going for power.
Yes.
But almost at the last second, like he just kind of tried to go for finesse and
finesse probably was the right play.
Finesse was the right play. Yeah, it's like maybe if there was a moment of hesitation of looking up and going, oh God, I can just pass this in.
Yep.
And then where he went from I got to blast it to I got to pass it, and then just didn't execute either.
Oh, nice rhyme.
It's good work from the ball person down there, helping make the game happen. Takes a village to play a sectional final. That's the old saying, right?
Well, if it wasn't, it is now.
Good, well combined there, coming in off the throw-in. Joey Grickus
nice
looking to
strike.
play it into the middle, looking. Turning, shielding, working is Sam Ross, stepping up is Cody Benoit. Past one, looking past another, crossing it into the middle, at the feet of one defender, cleared out, but only as far as Lake Busecki. Busecki keeps on the ball. Medina working at it. Busecki still at it, stepping up and over is number 14, Batillo, who clears it up, but only as far as Tygo Kelly. Tygo Kelly sees he's got numbers up, plays it quickly back in. Grickus now turns, faces up. It's a one-on-one situation, looking to get past the defender. Defender steps in. Looks like he got Joey's foot there. Joey's still over the ball, though. Plays it off the defender, and it's going to be a Hudson throw-in deep. Lake Busecki coming over. Tygo Lake. So again, another great chance for the Raiders here. Deep in Wausau territory with a long throw-in. I'm assuming we're going to try to get a little flick from Joey. Sam Ross waiting behind him. One strong in the air by number 4, Deloy, but only out as far as Busecki. Falls to Chuckle, and now they got lots of people there. Chuckle cuts past one, Chuckle cuts past another. Chuckle can't shoot past the third. A stretching clearance attempt there is only out as far as about the 25 yards from goal. Quickly back in from Naval Barber. I love it. Looking to cross it for Paul Phillips, and Paul was sneaking into that space there. Get there, Harry. Unable to do so. Deloy with authority. Great settle by Tig, and then Tig again quickly back up, flicked over. Shoot, I think Paul realized, I don't think there was any way that Kleiber was going to head that, and or even a lot of times what you see with forwards is they'll just cheat, and they'll just sneak behind and be like, if you're going to get the header, good for you, you get it, but if you don't, I'm going to be waiting right here for you. And so here now can Rosh turn. Don't let him turn, and get over there, Joe. Good combination.
Oh, good job there from Berger.
Yep. Wins the ball, and now Katanich on the ball. Busecki.
A wonderful touch there from Joey.
To Joey. Looking quickly to get it to Trevor, and Coach Solom begging to go bigger.
Come on, Sam.
But now Sam, past one, looking to go past 2, slotting it through.
Oh!
Really good pass, and they just weren't on the same page. Sam saw the space, Trevor's run didn't, and this is an opportunity here as we've got Medina on the break. Tygo Kelly nearly gives it back to him, and it's coming back that way. This is a big opportunity, and Tygo Kelly snuffs it out.
Go, Sam.
Sam with 1-on-2 good talk there, letting him know. Trevor's first touch runs a little far, but
good tango.
That was a little tango almost. 1, 2, 3 players over the ball. Rash working so hard for his team. Really nice job. And it almost looks like he pushes Sam. Coach Solom screaming at Tygo Kelly to get central. I think that right now with a 1-0 lead in a big game, he wants one of his best players right in the middle of things. Foul called. Great opportunity here for the Warriors. 61st minute of play. They trail 1-0. They've got a free kick deep in Hudson territory. Basically a corner kick, but from a more dangerous angle. I think if you've got someone that's got a good right foot, they've got a shot to put it really right in the 6, right at Biederman, and make it tough. From a similar position recently, Hudson did a little combination and frankly should have scored. Quickly taken, won by Berger, out by Sam Ross. Paul Phillipson there. Oh, but an important touch. If that gets messed up, Paul was ready to run in on goal all by himself. And now here comes Paul Phillipson. Harry Ross with the run, and Paul just plays it right to the feet of Deloy. Rosh on the ball. Pressured by Buzicki. Nice job finding Kadinich. And then that's going to run through. That should be Biederman. Biederman loudly lets everyone know that's me. Settles it, picks it up. You know, that's just such an underrated part of goalkeeping, is just making moments less dangerous through good positioning and alert movement. You can see the little "my bad" you could hear from Biederman. His distribution was probably not what he was intending. O'Kelly chips it up and out, throw in for the Warriors. We've even got coaching coming up here from the stands as the eminent Tim Chuckle letting the Raiders know they should mark number 10, Kadinich. Sam Ross runs through, looks like he almost took a knock there, but good job, good work. Benoit now trying to get it on his right foot. You got to have a left foot there, Cody. Come on. Plays it out for a throw-in. No substitutions. It feels big now.
Yes.
The minutes, there's a tension in the air.
Yeah, we got less than half an hour left. Getting into crunch time.
Yep. Oh, what a good ball from Tig right to the chest of Grickus. Joey picks his head up.
Nice job, Joey. Nice.
And then he's got Sam Ross with some space. Sam taking his time, gets over there, settles, surveys the situation. Benoit's back for him. Cody looking to the feet of Harry Ross, and just a little bit too much pace on that. He'd like to made it tough for Harry to settle.
What a thundering clearance there.
Up and out. Like I said, again, just real impressed with the back line of the Warriors as Aaron Sparling checks into the match. Checking into the match for the Raiders, number 6, Aaron Sparling. Sparling to Grickus, the goal scorer. And then working hard, trying to can't get past the second, or the defender. But Trevor Nava-Barber there, centers it. Lake drops it back.
Oh, what a strike.
Chuckle hits it first time, requiring a save from Katnock. Really good work from the Raiders there. And again, pressuring. Oh, and that's maybe the best save that Vandenberg, he's made all day. Joey Grickus was right there, challenging him in the air, and he went up and he got it and he held on to it. Love the layoff from Buzicki. Love the shot on frame from Chuckle. Little bit of a push maybe. Good call. Yeah, that was clearly, Anklem was just had his arm in the back of Buzicki as Buzicki was trying to go up there. Tygo Kelly standing over the ball. The winds shifted a little. It's not quite the advantage, I think, that maybe it was for Wausau in the first half. Grickus looking to flick it. Unable to do so, but his pressure causes an errant clearance, and that is going to run out for a Raider throw-in. Buzicki on the ball. So 65th minute of play. Hudson's leading 1-0. Lake Buzicki drops it off for Grickus.
Come on, Paul.
Falls to Paul Phillipson. Paul looking to get back on the ball. And there's going to be a foul called on Paul Phillipson.
Why?
That's okay. All right. Just a little chirping from the fans there. I don't know that there was anything there. It just looked like two guys going after the ball, and one guy won the competition and the other guy didn't, and let's get on with it. But as it is, free kick. Oh, what
nice.
A cheeky little move. Such good stuff from Harry Ross. Finds the feet of Nava-Barber. Cuts it back inside, looking for Harry. Harry looking to shoot. Unable
really
to get a hit on it. Yeah, I wondered. It looked like Joey maybe was available, or Paul for then just a little bit of a through ball there. Get there, Aaron. Oh, nice. Perfect. First time finds Trevor. Trevor's first touch runs away with him. Rosh waiting right there, and then looking to go up into the corner for, I believe that's number 11, Deloy.
Make the safe play, Edwin.
Oh, good. You know, one of the things that was not great was that got away from Lucas a little bit. Whew.
Settle it.
And then Finds Paul with a desperate clearance. Good communication from O'Kelly, letting Chuckle know he had the ball, and that's going to fall to Paul. Rosh on him, putting pressure, and then, excuse me. Oh, good job, Paul, being there. Oh, and a nice little shimmy shake to get free. Playing out in the corner, looking for Harry Ross. Stepping over, letting it run out is Deloy. Throw in for the Warriors, and they're going to do a double substitution here. Let's see if we can catch who's coming in. One defenders look like, who's the forward up there? Is that 8? 8 and 18.
Yeah.
Checking into the game for the Warriors, number 8, Luis Cortez, and number 18, Cole Engebretson. So Engebretson and Cortez back into the game.
They had that exact same substitution earlier in the match, if I remember correctly.
I trust your memory. And that's going to be a Hudson throw-in and a substitution as Josh Davis gets ready to come into the match. Entering the game for the Raiders, number 13, Josh Davis. So, Lake Busicki, Paul Phillipson coming off. Lake Busicki with a throw-in, looking for the head of Davis. Davis flicks it on false Trevor. Oh, my goodness gracious, Trevor. Oh, it was right there. It was all set up, and he just couldn't get his foot over the ball. I think it looked like he was trying to maybe hit it with this inside of his foot, and maybe should have just tried to instead sort of slice through with his laces, drive through it there. Great opportunity. 68th minute of play. Raiders lead 1-0. They took the lead in the 17th minute. Joey Gricka scored a header off a Trevor Nava-Barber cross. Oh, 2 players in. They just started all hesitating. Go get the ball, guys. Pressure. Let's go. Let's go. It's kind of settled a little bit here. I think that's been actually a nice move on the part of the Hudson coaching staff, putting Tygo Kelly in the back. You know, there was times he played on the wing. There were some times he played up top. We got the flag up. That's going to be, well, the call of foul, I think he was offsides as well, was number 3. But I think having O'Kelly in the back, having his skill, having his experience, having his ability, you know, skill, ability, same thing, I think has been a smart move here in the playoffs.
Yeah, Tyga's been great at that spot here for this Hudson squad.
Yep. Take a short corner. And then looking for maybe Harry Ross and just doesn't really get it there.
Oh.
But the ball falls to Harry. Takes 1 touch, 2 touch, then, off the face of Joey Grickus. Yeah. And that is cleared out. That's going to be a corner kick for the Raiders.
Literally taking it off the chin.
Second time. I think he took one on Thursday as well.
Yep.
Right? It was a, you know what that was?
What was it?
It was a heads-up play.
Nice.
So we've got Trevor Nava-Barber and Sam Ross standing over the ball. They have just had, I believe this is their second corner kick here. Sam, good ball, finds Chuckle. Great save by Vandenberg. Darren Chuckle was right there ready to score. Oh, Sparling just hits it hard off of a Warrior player. Oh, what a lovely job keeping that in with his chest by Sam Ross. He worked so hard there to keep that in. Can they capitalize on that effort? Flicked on, looking for Grickus.
Yes,
hit by Grickus. Oh, it's saved off the line. What a fabulous play by Luca Tolini. And now we've got a foul. Grickus with the foul. Oh, what another amazing chance.
What a bailout there.
Grickus, he's going to score. He just is absolutely, he's in the mood.
I can almost see the foam coming out of his mouth. He just wants one. He's seething for it.
Right? Ooh, shanked that one, given right away to Josh Davis, and then he just tries to go outside there and loses the ball, but it does come back in for a Raider throw-in. A little bit too far ahead of Josh. Stepped over nicely there by Deloy, excuse me. And now stepping up is Tygo Kelly, picking his head up, chipping it up towards Davis. Settle it, Josh. Got to keep that in. Good job by Josh. And then just really good defensive work there. He didn't really have anyone there. You need to see, you need to see Hudson working harder to give Davis some support. Great tackle by Chuckle. Rosh kept up his run. And now Kelly's just going to boot it up and out as he's under pressure from her.
Smart play.
Yes. And we've got a substitution. Looks like, I believe that is Medina coming back in, number 1, but just want to check and make sure.
think you would be right.
Checking into the game for the Warriors, Gael Medina. So Medina's in the game.
And Medina, a focal point of this Warrior offense, is going to be really needed
Yep.
here for this last stretch.
Yeah, in the first half for sure. And then haven't, I think, said his name in the second half.
Nope. Oh, wonderful.
Up over the top looking for Naval Barber. Off the chest of the defender, but Trevor checks back to win it, and then just miscommunication on the part of the Raiders, who's getting there. At some point in time, low skates.
Whoa!
Go get the ball, boys. Put the same effort into running to get the ball that Lake Busicki just put into kicking it. Come on now. You're playing to go to state. Move. Paul Phillipson checking back into the game. Checking into the game for the Raiders, number 2, Paul Phillipson. So after the Busicki bomb, it is a goal kick for the Warriors. Looks like a handball.
Yeah.
Free kick for the Raiders. Tygo Kelly going to take it. So we got Sam Ross with a lot of space. He's kind of holding his hands up like, give me the ball, clapping. Ty chips it up towards Davis. Davis flicks it. Looks like it took a deflection off of one of the Wausau players. And now Sparling looks like he clipped him, but he found Rosh. And now Sam Ross clashing into Rosh. I like that. Dean let it play, gave advantage, and then when no advantage emerged, he called it back and gave Wausau the ball. You can hear Coach Solom on the sideline there saying second ball, and it's just that, like I said, it just need a shot of energy here, just grab that Monster Energy drink, crack it open, and let's go. Tygo Kelly gave it away. Fortunate for the Raiders to come out there and then just chipping it up.
Too lofty.
Yeah, I like that look, though. I mean, Josh Davis had some time and
Yes.
space over there, and I like the thought from Nava Barber. Just again, just the execution was a little off there, but that happens sometimes. Now they're pushing, looks like Rosh up top, and they brought in number 6 here, Nicholas Ross, to play in the middle. Checking into the game for the Warriors, number 6, Nicholas Ross. Clearance finds the feet of Paul Phillipson. He's looking for Josh Davis. Headed up high. Vandenberg over to pick it up. Tig made a run into that space on the flank, was looking for the ball from Paul. I think his run was just he recognized it late as Paul was already kind of turning back that other way. Oh, good job by Aaron Sparling to win that ball. Get up there, Aaron, go get it. Unable to do so, but he forces Nicholas Ross to play it out into touch throwing for the Raiders. 75th minute of play. 1-0 lead for Hudson. It has, it's not been as comfortable a game or lead for the Raiders as maybe like a pair of like Lululemon loungers, but great job by Tygo Kelly. Oh, I love the little flick. He wanted the overlap. He wanted the return play. Did Paul Phillipson, the little give and go. It wasn't on, but it's going to fall now to Harry Ross. Oh, it rolls over his foot. Very unfortunate. And here comes the chance. Oh, dangled him a little bit. But good recovery there from, and then again, the footwork from Wausau on display these last few moments. Cleared up and out by Tygo Kelly. And here comes some pressure. This is a moment for Wausau. Coach Solom just asking somebody if they're tired. Sam Ross just toying right now with Rosh. Oh, and then just delivers a pin-perfect pass to Davis. Sparling steps up, looking for Phillipson down the line. Paul looking to run past Deloy. But again, has been the case really for most of the day. Those Deloy in the back, Tonelli in the back for Wausau have been fabulous. Here we go. We got 15 minutes left, 14 minutes left. Joey Grickus going to get that second. Checking into the game for the Raiders, number 8, Joey Grickus. Ball hangs a little bit. Sam Ross wins it. Takes a flick. Stepping in, winning it is Tingham. But only as far as Sam Ross over to get it. Now Josh Davis looking to get on the ball. Settles. Looking to then cut it back to Sam, but Sam wasn't close enough for the back heel. Tingham plays it out into touch. Throw in for the Raiders. Aaron Sparling on it. Recognizing that Josh Davis has some time behind the defense. Davis crossing it. Oh, it almost snuck through to Paul Phillipson. Good job stepping in there by number 12. No surprise, Tinelli.
That would have been a fantastic play if it rolled through.
Now this is good. Just move the ball. Let the ball do the work, boys. Ed, when you had Sam, why not play him initially? Anyways, all's well that ends well. Finds its way to Sam Ross. Sam's got Darren Chuckle. And now stepping up and splitting. Look what happens when you pass the ball. How fun is this? And then Darren looking, I think, for Joey. A little bit behind him. Sam, and that to me, those are tired players there. Medina and Sam, I mean, neither of them just kind of looked like they slogged over to it. There's Joey on the head from Sam Ross off the post. Oh my gosh, it's got to happen. It's got to happen. I can't handle it. Scott Ellingson's jumping up and down on the sidelines. I haven't seen him move like that since I don't know when. The tension is palpable. Looks like the ball runs out there. Sam just kind of dribbled himself out of space. Good job defensively by Medina. Wausau with the throw in, 78th minute of play, heading into the 79th momentarily. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the 79th minute of play, ladies and gentlemen. Joey wins it back, and there's just numbers back for Wausau. And so at this point in time, here's my question. You're losing 1-0, and you had the ball, and when you lose the ball, I mean, great that you had 8 players behind it, but that's telling me that you're not getting up in the attack when you have the opportunity.
Yeah, it's too compact on the backside.
Well, they aren't moving. It's like, well, you can tell guys are tired, right? It's the end of the season. Fitness is an issue, just having had a short season. Into the game for the Raiders, number 15, Trevor Nava-Barber. So Nava-Barber back in. And so now it just becomes a question. You got 10 minutes left, 11 minutes left. Where's the want factor? Where do you just dig deep and find something extra? Uh-oh.
Nice play there.
By
can't
Kadnich.
finish it, though.
That's going to run into the box. That's going to run over the line. That's going to be a goal kick. Substitution for the Warriors. So who did we get checking in here? Was that number? No, it wasn't 19.
I didn't even catch it, sorry.
Yeah, we got to see. So we are now 10 minutes away for the first trip to state for Hudson in a long time. Last time Hudson went, they were captained by 2 Maxes, Hay and Lund, and coached by the illustrious, legendary, elusive Scott Massini. Ken Solom guide them back through these final 10 minutes to the state tournament for the first time in a long time. A little hard off the chest to Joey Grickus there. I think Raider fans from Wisconsin to Texas to who knows where, it's even been in Brazil at times, will be cheering if they can close out these final 10 minutes.
Oh, nice step in there.
So here again, my concern is Wausau's got the ball. They got 4 guys in the attacking half. They got 6 guys sitting back defensively, and they're losing. So if you're Wausau, what are you going to do to figure this out? You know, Hudson has shown that they can handle your best couple players, and if you know, I don't think they've shown that they have that one player that is just going to outwork and outfox the entire Hudson defense. Grickus playing it in behind, looking for Phillipson.
Get there, Paul.
Ball turning on the Jets. Cut knock. could have picked it up, instead tried to play it quickly, and it worked out to his favor as he's able to, with an accurate distribution, restart the attack. But again, Hudson now has all these players back, and Grickus is willing to just take everyone on here, plays it out wide to Phillipson, and we got a 2-on-2 situation. Nava Barber joining, his numbers up for the Raiders. Paul plays it off of nobody, and we got a goal kick here. A little more patience there, maybe cut it back on Deloy, a little Cruyff cutback. Coach Solom having a little conversation with Paul about his defensive positioning here on the goal kick. The Wausau fans cheering their team on, cries of "Go Warriors," but all the cheering in the world isn't going to do it. It's feet on the ground. Coach Solom screaming at Mr. Berger, that informing him that there's nobody where he was and to defend the middle of the field. Turns out that's where the goal is. We got the flag up. And he's waving it off as the central. And Coach Solom not understanding that. He wanted the bad throw call. He wanted the throw in for his team. And it's going to not be that. It's going to be a throw in for the Warriors. Taken quickly. Looking for Katanich. Excuse me, I believe that's. No, that is Katanich. Switch to Kleiber. Looking for Medina. Oh, what a first touch. What a first touch past Sparling. But Chuckle over there covering. And now Joey Grickus just clearing it up and out. 83rd minute of play. Davis getting ready to come back in. Coach Solom doing some substitution, just trying to get some time off the board, get fresh legs in, cycle them in and out. I feel like that end scene of Miracle where they're, 30-second shifts or whatever it was.
So Hudson, after earning possession here, looks like they'll probably just try and milk some clock as.
Yep. 84th minute of play.
I'm sure a goal wouldn't hurt, but they don't need one right now in the position that they're in.
The only way Wausau can win is if they score. So if Wausau doesn't score, they can't win. Mm-hmm. So at this point in time, you don't need another goal. You need to not give up a goal. Chuckle off the half volley, looking for Nava Barber. Over to win it is Sam Ross. There. He's got a little bit of space for himself. Hesitation, carried it into the corner. Smart play here. Now just settle down. Settle, hold it. Oh, and then they sleep. Oh, spinning, twisting. It's like a.
Oh, come on, Trevor.
It's like a carnival ride. Trevor Nava Barber played it off the back of Batillo and keeping it in.
Whoa.
And now the flag is up. It is out for a throw in for the Raiders. Deep. Josh Davis entering the game. Guys look tired, I'll be honest with you. Everyone looks tired.
Everyone's gassed.
Into the game for the Raiders, number 13, Josh Davis. This is a great chance to take a breather and run some time off the clock. So, Sam Ross to Joey Grickus with a man on his back, holding. Second player over. Taking the ball away is number 12, Tonelli. Playing it out, and by out I mean out of bounds. He was looking for Katanich, I believe, but just unable to execute that pass. And now Tygo Kelly was maybe going to come up. Coach Solom called him off. And it's over to Grickus in the corner. His first touch eludes him. Throw in for the Warriors. But again, it's going to be tough here. They give it right back. Sam was looking for maybe Joey there. Now cutting it back. Joey, Trevor. He had Josh Davis there, I think, but maybe a little more patience. Just hold the ball. Force Wausau to come get it at this point in time. Stepping up is Sparling, going to ground. Flags up. It's going to be a foul. Coach Solom telling Sparling to keep his feet, right? So keep your feet, keep your heads. See this one out. See this one through. Lake in the middle, calls Coach Solom. So, just minute instructions. Impassioned coaching from Solom on the sideline.
Yeah, just going to say.
A little bit of a knock, and it's going to be a free kick here for Wausau. We're in the 86th minute. There are fewer than 5 minutes left. They need a goal. and they need to take advantage of this opportunity. They've got just about everybody up here. One player back. I don't even know why that one player's back, because Hudson's got no one there. No one takes a touch. Biederman over to get it. Goal kick for the Raiders. And we've got a whistle for, I'm not quite sure what. Oh, stop the clock.
Solom really wants this. He wants to make sure that everything is perfect for this last few minutes.
Yep. Beat him with a restart. 87th minute of play. Hudson leading 1-0. Wausau scrambling, looking for solutions. Up till now, they've been unable to find them.
Go.
And here comes Harry Ross. Carry it, Harry. Oh, I love the idea, and just kind of, I think he was looking to maybe kind of play it into that space for Joey to run onto, unable to do so. But Aaron Sparley wins the ball, finds Harry Ross. Harry kicks it. Avoid the keeper, says Coach Solom. Good advice. Vandenberg finds Ross. Ross to Medina. Cheeky little return pass. Sparling over there, and we've got a whistle. Looks like he had played advantage, and now it's going to be a free kick. You're very welcome. So Benoit getting ready to check in again. 8th minute of play. We're under 3 minutes left. And if at this point in time, if I'm Wausau, everyone's going in there. Hudson has nobody back. Put an extra body in the box. Medina's now going to get on the ball, it looks like. Or let it run out, rather. It's last touch by the Raiders. It's going to be a throw-in for the Warriors. Quickly taken over to number 8, I believe that's Cortez. Cortez puts it into the mix, takes a little skip. Biederman alertly off his line, picks it up, smothers it, and gives the team a chance to reset. Hudson getting up, Hudson getting out. Biederman with the boot. Over towards Davis. One in the air by Deloy. Second ball calls Coach Solom, and that's going to be a foul. Sam did almost like a karate jump kick, MMA style here. Not to be confused with Gangnam style.
Nope.
And now it looks like Vandenberg might come up. No, he's not going to take it. Ball hangs a little bit. First ball one in the air, back towards the Hudson goal. Second ball one by Hudson. That's hand.
That's hand. Yep.
Ross jumping, kicking, flailing, grabbing. Free kick for the Raiders. Under 2 minutes to play.
Well, we got 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
There's nothing I can do about it.
So Cody Benoit getting ready to check into the game here. Checking into the game for the Raiders, number 4, Cody Benoit. So Benoit into the game, spiraling off. Coach Solom giving him some coaching points here. Played out, throw in for Hudson, 90 seconds left. This is exactly where they want to be. Let's see if Tygo Kelly can avoid a yellow card here. Someone show for the ball, throws it down the line to Neville Barber. Flicks it over past one defender, flicks it in towards the box, a little bit further away from Vandenberg, and maybe Davis can make it tough for him. Wausau looking for solutions. It's desperation time. Get everyone forward if you're Wausau. Just, you got to get it up. You got to get it out. You're not going to play it through here. You got to find something. Berger skips up on his foot. Finally in front of 2 players, pressures it, and Ross now, get there, Joey, and just plays it out. And now throw in for Tonelli to Rosh. Rosh looking to flick it up and over. That's a throw, and we've got less than a minute left. I think we're getting close. Flicked by Grickus, out of bounds. Oh, keep that in, Joe. 40 seconds left. Sam Ross playing hard. Big boot over as we've got 30 seconds left. Get there, Josh. Pressure him. Just pressure him. Make it hard. Stepping in front is Harry. Harry kicking into the corner. 20 seconds left. Josh Davis steps up, wins the ball.
Oh, come on.
Keep it in the corner, Josh. Just keep it in the corner. Plays it centrally. Little flick over.
It's going to happen.
9, 8, 7, 6.
For the first time in a long time, the Hudson Raiders are going to go to state.
1-0. And that's the game, with the Raiders defeating the Warriors by a score of 1-0. Congratulations to both teams on a well-played match. And fans, please stay around for the presentation of the runners-up and sectional champion medals in just a moment. Yeah, yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know, but we're just going to say the names and everything. So get the teams together, we'll do it. So there we go. The Hudson Raiders are headed to the state tournament in 2020 with a 1-0 win. With a 1-0 win over the Wausau West Warriors. It was an exciting game. It was fun, and it was an appropriate send-off to your boys' high school soccer announcing career.
Well, I'm so happy I got to be with this team, got to cover this team. It's been a great few years, and this is kind of the cherry on top of a great program. I wish the best of them when they head out. And hopefully they'll bring home a state trophy.
And on behalf of all the Raider fans, thank you for years of enjoyment and years of knowledge and years of fun.
Oh,
so it's been a real honor working with you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been more fun than work for me. These have always been a great part of my weeks and my days. So I'm really happy that I've been given the opportunity to cover this boys team.
So for Adam Tilson and Brian Mose, I'm Chuck Bublitz. Thanks for joining us. And Los Gates Raiders.
Los Gates Raiders.